The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle. From obtuse to right, street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting. Till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
That's a fact. I should have charged every time I hear it now. I want to be the hype man on that joint live one time.
Man, we got to rock that live one time, bro.
I want to be the hype man.
Do it live.
I want to too big MC that joint.
Hey, man, once it becomes, well known enough, man, niggas will want me to do the single, man. You're like, hey, can you come drop that one line?
Nah, we got,
and I'll let you know, Melrose.
Yeah. No doubt.
I'll play the drum shit because I can't rap for nothing.
Really? Can you follow them drums, them Dilla drums? I kind of chopped it a little bit.
A drummer, I can follow any goddamn thing you put in front of me. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Fucking drummer.
I got reprimanded at church this past Sunday by the pastor.
By not doing...
He don't realize I'm just there for the money to pay the drums. I'm not there to fuck off.
Be in the spirit.
Like you don't believe in shit.
He's not in the spirit. And pastor's like, wait a minute. Somebody's not in the spirit.
This church...
I can feel it.
I can feel... I think it's...
heat on my neck.
Here's the thing with this church. After they finish taking the cash offering... The pastor, they put a chip reader in the cell phone and they swipe your credit card for the offering.
Yeah. Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
And so he expect me to come in and just be taking it serious. Like, no, just give me my money, my quick little cash, pay my little funky ass
let me propose this serious
not taking
question.
It serious.
Why do people think that technology would not be introduced into the church? Like technology, okay, I understand you don't have your wallet. I get it. You left your cash at home. But we can still make this transaction.
Hey, look, there's nothing stopping us.
Yeah, like
we got the swipe right here.
If you really were going to pay, like that's not a problem. Yeah. Like when you buying a CD from a nigga on the street, you're like, I ain't got no cash. Like, nigga, well, do you have your card? I got a square right here.
If they had a square with it, that's fine. You can keep it. I'm good. If I ain't got the cash, you ain't got it either.
Man, no, man. Giveaways are made for cash, man.
Niggas gotta expect the church to evolve at least on a receiving dividends perspective.
I expect the church to evolve, but more ways than that.
Man, I don't know, man. What you say? Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for joining Mike Robertson Boulevard.
No doubt.
We had our own pre-show going on right there, man. To my far left, I got my main man, Mr. Melrose Uncut, the what?
Most interesting
comic in the world. Craig.
Yes, I be forgetting that last part. Craig, that's what I used.
Craig.
To the right of me, I got my main man, Mr. Grouch, Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Dewan Encyclopedia Brown.
Or just say Dewan B. That's good enough.
And ladies and gentlemen,
all my social media is Dewan B.
Really?
So I'm like, let me just start.
Oh, you gonna get rid of the round part?
Because it's already Dewan B. Everywhere on social media because Brown was already taken. So I'm like, I'm gonna start Dewan B. Okay.
Drop the round, man.
Yeah.
Make it square.
All
right, man. Today we also have a special guest joining us today.
Whoa.
And we are going to get into why this guy's a cool guy to be joining us on this stage.
All right.
He's working very heavily with the youth in the local community that we care so much about.
That's a fact.
He's got hip hop roots. He's got industry roots, and we're going to talk about it today.
Yep.
Yes, we are. So, introducing Mr. Sebastian Elkaby.
What's up,
Mr.
everybody?
E, man. That's what they call you, right?
That's what they call me, Mr. E.
Mr. E.
That's right.
Hey, man, now what grade you teach, man?
9th through 12th.
9th through 12th?
Yeah.
Every grade?
Every grade.
You know what? You know what's 9th through 12th. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a 9th grader and a 12th grader right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, maybe you need both of them in your class.
I think I want to get this information to tap into them. Like, you know what I mean? Teach these kids to be A students.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Dang, no, what's your specialty in the classroom?
So here's the deal. I teach one of the nation's only full-time hip-hop culture class.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's actually a hip-hop culture
Okay, now wait, say that a
class,
little
right?
slower for our listeners.
Yo, son, 2 + 2 is 4.
No. I'm not. No, because you're talking about math. I teach about hip-hop culture, the history of hip-hop.
Oh,
Really?
So you teach hip hop,
Right, so I teach hip-hop.
That's
Right.
dope.
Did you develop this class?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
tell us about
so
it.
it's actually a hip hop class. It's called Global Awareness Through Hip Hop Culture. Right,
that.
and basically what it is, it's learning about the world through hip hop culture. So learning about current events, history, social studies, as well as entertainment business, the history of hip hop. So it's a bunch of different things.
Do you musically orchestrate the lessons?
You mean as in, do I rhyme the lessons?
I don't know if it's a rhyme or a beat you play while you saying like what?
Nah, not at all. It's the class is actually a lot more academic than some people.
How
would
do you
think.
connect it to hip hop? What's the connection?
So look at it this way. Hip hop, culturally speaking, right? We're not just talking about rap music. We're talking about hip hop as a cultural movement.
Beats,
right? Everything from the elements of hip hop,
Free speech,
to
say what you want to say,
all of that,
how you want to dress,
or just using
dancing,
lyrics
expression.
as a platform or a medium to explore certain topics.
Yeah.
Because really, when you think about it, there's a song for every topic that you can imagine.
facts.
Right? So every song can be used as the basis for a lesson.
Okay.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to find that song that's really
Relevant
doing it
to
right. The poetry is right, the message is right, and you want to say, hey, this is a good representation of how we're going to talk about
slavery.
We don't have enough water and shit.
Right.
Slavery.
Right. Or it could be that too.
Religion.
Yeah.
Well, at school we got to chill on the religion.
Economics.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
You got your religion.
So, but I'll break it down like this. Like,
hey, he wants to keep his job, Melrose. What are you talking about?
Hey, one of the mean ladies at my old church teaches at that school. I'm not gonna say her name on
is
air.
that right?
Yeah, she's
What a mean lady.
I work. Yeah, I work mental health, and I had a bunch of clients at View Park.
Okay.
And I remember seeing her. She was like, "No, the mean lady at church who ain't grouchy, and
you could smell her.
You could smell her coming." And he was like, her. And I saw her there. I was like, "Oh man, I feel bad for these kids. You teaching here? Thought you was retired."
Still to this
I
day.
don't know. This was as of maybe 4 years ago.
Does she have a mustache?
Because things change drastically.
Yeah, things changed drastically.
Does she have a mustache?
Nah, she didn't have a mustache, but she had that old church fro.
Really?
You know, the black woman church fro.
Could you spin that motherfucker?
Where it's like when they move their hair shape. That old gospel.
Was she shaped like the lunch line lady?
Yes, very much so.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. She's not there anymore. She left last year.
For real? You
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. Because she had retired. Because she was coming back from.
Is she shaped like the lunch lady?
Yeah, she got that shape. They shaped like a spring.
Yeah, he said yes immediately.
Yeah, that would be her. With the afro.
Okay, no, go ahead though.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say I start off the first semester with the history of hip hop. So the first semester is we actually start off with the civil rights movement and the Black Power movement, so we can contextualize hip hop culture so that students don't think hip hop was born in a vacuum, right? So they need to understand what came before hip hop culture in order to just really set the tone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that whole first semester deals with the history from prior to the beginning of hip hop culture, then kicking it off with 73 and Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash.
What would be
moving all through current days, and then the second semester we deal with current events and current hip hop.
What would be some of the songs that are included in your syllabus?
Melrose, you stuck on songs.
I feel
Why?
like because in saying this is hip hop and this is how you can better understand these times and periods based on song.
Right.
I would dare to assume that there are certain songs associated with all of the periods.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I could say when we deal with the civil rights movement or the Black Power movement, we're going to have like James Brown, a lot of James Brown, Say It Loud.
Okay.
Sam
I'm
Cooke.
black and I'm proud.
Right. Sam Cooke.
Sam Kissel.
Nina Simone, but then we're also going to do some of the Motown, like Marvin and Temptations.
How about the
and
Lost
Stevie,
Poets?
Wow.
Right? The Last Poets. Yeah, as we get a little closer to hip hop, we definitely do Last Poets, Watch Prophets. You know, so everything again, just to really
tell them about Pig Meat Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the students, believe it or not, like that song.
Yeah, that's a.
So I was like, okay, interesting.
So there's a Pig Meat and a Martin. They were all together.
Here comes the judge, 1968.
That's the first. That's like the first recorded rap song, really.
Yeah, where it's like really rhythmic,
rhythmic rap.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
Yeah, before it got codified into hip hop.
Yeah,
dope. Lessons being taught here today with Mr. B.
Mr. E.
Mr. E. I was thinking Bastion. I want to call him Bastion.
Thank you for the air.
Bastion.
Hell yeah. Thanks for throwing that. Okay, so now you mentioned you guys. So for the people, we are in Leimert Park area on Crenshaw Boulevard. You guys are about 3 minutes down the road or so, right. Very close. You guys are literally to the corner, turn right. That's the location where Nipsey got killed at right there, right?
Yeah.
Now, when that happened, were you guys in school?
So it happened on a Sunday.
That's right. It happened on a Sunday.
Well, ain't no Sunday school.
Yeah.
Church.
So it happened on a Sunday, and I knew going into the school on Monday that shit would be insane.
That's the thing.
Right. I already knew. I mean, obviously, we're across the street from Marathon.
Right.
So just by proximity alone, this is affecting the campus. Like, this is our backyard. Right. I mean, and the thing is this, I can see Marathon out my classroom window.
Right.
So it's that real.
That close.
Right. That close. So, I didn't know what to expect, but I knew it was going to be hell. And I would say maybe 30% of the students showed up on Monday.
On that Monday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But the students who did show up, tears, students were depressed. A lot of students were sent to my classroom. A lot of teachers sent their students to my classroom. I mean, I'm the only hip hop teacher.
How do you think how did it really affect them, the ones that you saw that came that day? Like, cause he's like a hero, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
He's literally like a hero to these kids, and literally so accessible where they can fucking go to the corner.
Well, they used to see him
all the time, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It had to because he always right there.
Right. They used to see him on the way to school, over by Hungry Harold's.
Yeah.
He used to just tell him like, hey, get your ass to school, or hope you get good grades, blah 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 blah. So they had that type of connection, that type of rapport. Yeah. His sister actually went to View Park years ago. And so some of the parents were friends with Nipsey. So there's that connection.
Man.
So it's family. That's what it is.
Now tell me about that school, because, historically there was no school right there on Crenshaw. I think that was like a auto sales lot.
Ford, that was a Ford, Crenshaw Ford.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like years
exactly.
Ago. Right.
So how do we get here? As far as the school goes, what brought them to Crenshaw? What brought you there?
I don't know what brought them to Slauson and Crenshaw, because the school started I think over 10 years ago. This is only my 5th year.
They used to share location at Crenshaw High.
Yes, so
then they moved to where they are.
At some point they did share with Crenshaw High. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's true. So, but I don't know when that building was built.
Now, what brought you there? What brought you there?
So I've been teaching hip hop culture for a few years, and when my last job came to an end.
What was that by chance?
It was at Da Vinci High School.
Okay, still teaching.
So, still teaching. Yeah, still teaching, definitely. So when my last job came to an end, I was just looking for a new place, right? Something local, something that's that makes sense for hip hop culture.
You live in the area?
Like, I'm over by Ladera.
Okay, you're in the area.
Yeah, I'm in the area. Like, this, not even a 10-minute drive home.
Yeah.
So, something local, something that I think would appreciate this hip hop class, the curriculum, because it's not just hip hop. It's really about empowerment. Yeah. It's really about
but that's what hip hop is,
and that's what it is, right? But a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that. So so when the opportunity came up, I actually reached out to the school myself, right? And I told them, I said, hey, this place already feels like home, and this is where I want to be. I think this is really the best place for a hip hop culture program. And I was already here. I was already teaching beat making classes in Leimert. So, I'm here all the time. So it just
Where
made
you
perfect
from?
sense. I'm from France originally.
France originally.
Yeah.
Okay, you moved to the States when?
81.
81.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we came to
So
the
what
States
you
at the same
claim?
time.
So do you
Same
claim
year.
France?
Not really.
Not really.
Why not?
You're like, fuck them, huh?
I just,
you claim U.S.
Didn't feel French.
I just don't really have like an emotional attachment to France.
And where you grew up?
I grew up in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa Ana.
About 45 minutes away from here?
What's your
Approximately.
emotional attachment to hip hop?
How
How did that come about?
Right. I mean, I'm a product of hip hop. You know, if it's hip hop is me. It's just what it is. I can tell you, I started b-boying around 82. Right.
B-balling? Like
B-boying, breakdance.
Oh, B-boying.
Yeah.
I thought you said B-balling.
No, but no, not at
Because
all.
that's part of hip hop too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it wasn't that.
Okay.
Not at all.
He said, slow it down, Melrose. Slow it down.
White man can't dunk.
So I started b-boying around 80, 82.
What were your elements
So-
of B-boying?
Just the basic shit, man. By no means was I like dope, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
no.
But just just windmills, like footwork, just basic shit like
Okay.
that.
He threw the windmills out
yeah,
first,
yeah.
Melrose.
Nothing.
Oh, few windmills.
Nothing like.
Few windmills, in my head, spin,
that.
pose with the legs open.
So-
We might
that
need
type
to
of
see
stuff.
that, Melrose.
So, and then I kind of I stopped around 1984, right? And then I was like, let me get into the other elements of hip hop, so like DJing and beatboxing, and then I started writing rhymes.
Hey. Beatboxing.
We're not gonna just brush past that.
Yeah,
No, you don't
man,
have
I don't
to.
know if you know what kind of show this is, man. Niggas don't go past beatboxing. You got to prove that.
Oh, for sure. So who rhymes?
Bust it out.
We got
This
some.
dude, he rhymes.
Bust it
Yeah.
out.
He rhymes too, both of them.
I rhyme a little bit.
Whenever you get ready.
All right. So first of all, I'll just give you a little beat that you don't have to rap to because.
Oh, you got like introductions to your beatboxing?
Yeah.
You got like
I mean,
setups?
I used to battle, so
You got like setups? Oh, shit.
you know.
No,
I'm not.
I'm feeling
Let's see
it.
what we working
feeling
with.
it.
I'm not.
Sebastian, OG Bash.
I'm not nice like that. I'm not nice like that anymore, right?
You sound like
But-
a regular Ready Roxy over here.
Hey, that was one of my routines. I did the whole Ready Roxy routine.
Well, let's see you bust it out now, nigga.
Here's one.
Y'all got me lost. Like there's a Ready and a Roxy.
Here's one. That was a Fresh Prince beatboxer. But here's one that I used to do all the time, which my
Hold
students
up, kill that
always
beat,
asked
kill
me
that
to
beat,
do.
son. Kill that beat, son. You're too ambitious, B. Hold up.
I'm not
son.
rhyming.
Hold up. No.
Beatboxing, bro.
Yeah. I'll beatbox. I'll beatbox.
I fuck with your.
Beat
he was
selection?
there.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
there, but you gotta listen to. He gonna make the beat.
Yeah, that's what beatboxing is.
I fuck with you though.
Y'all don't even know. They don't know. He didn't even know, man.
I fuck with the ambition though. Like
Beatboxing is different.
ready like a motherfucker.
Beatboxing is when you actually make your own beat right on the spot.
All right,
Yeah,
so
big man. All that shit.
let me see.
Fast.
Boom, stop. Boom, stop.
Mike Robertson, Blvd.
So that's like
That's pre
like
Dr.
one of the-
Dre 8 LA.
Oh yeah. That's an old
techno
That's
84.
that old shit. Yeah.
That's
That's not 2019 new millennium beatboxing. My shit is strictly like just 80s.
Okay,
early
that's some
90s
good
type
flavor
shit.
right there. I must
Yeah,
admit.
yeah,
Let's hear more.
Let me see.
I know that ain't your only beat.
No. I got plenty of beats, but I'm thinking of the beats that I know people like to hear. Just
No. We're not about that, man. We're about
I'll do,
original.
I got one. Another popular one. It's the Smurfs beat.
Man, it's kind of fast, but I'll take the mic and I'll do what I like and I'll do it tonight. And I can't even grab on that.
I'll take the mic, I'll take control. Yo, give me that Smurf shit, it don't get old. Call me Melrose and I didn't grow. But everybody know that I got the flow. We in Morris Media and the studio. Everybody, hey, like Melrose, do your duty, yo. Hey, I be drinking some drink. I got some niggas in the back say I smell like dank. Yo, I been with Snoop Dogg. I'm in the fall. Everybody now come around something like a hall, like a bully. Niggas can't fuck, don't pull me to the back. Everybody react. I'm on some other shit. They say the male on the mothership, chilling with George Clinton. Yo, I was inventing. Niggas don't understand. I be inventing styles that niggas can't comprehend. I run for miles. I'm with Mr. B, bashing. Niggas can't fuck around. I'll be smashing, asking questions later.
That's right.
Hey, I'll keep hey man, hey, to each his own. He could
Drink
bleach
my
his
wine.
own. Hey, if you wanna, and pretend he a stunner. I'll be too busy in front of the number 2 runner to look for a rock to run up under. This your bloopers? This your blunders? Boy.
Yeah. My shit was fly. Mr. B.
My
Mr.
shit
B.
be kind of simple. I'd be like, that's my shit. But you was nice right there, bro.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. So now we have established that you deserve the rights to be
to
in
teach
the
hip-hop.
elite, right?
To teach hip hop.
Elite
We're
category.
questioning, like, can he teach hip hop? Like,
Oh, there's no question.
no, that
no question. This is what I do.
I surrender to your education, my
Yes,
brother.
Yes.
Hey, I surrender to the education.
Well, one thing I think about, the thing that drew me in when I was a kid was this idea that you could say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Right.
That was the like the expression part of it, bro. Was the shit that pulled me in all the way. Like I like the music, of course, because I did all the elements. I was breaking, graffiti, writing rhymes, DJing, the whole shit, right?
Right.
But it was the idea that I could say whatever I want to say, man, and like really own that. Because prior to that, it was so much governing of the type of shit you could say,
Right.
either by your parents or your teachers, school, society, or whatever. And hip hop let motherfuckers say, fuck all y'all. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna dance how I want to dance. I'm gonna fucking do my art the way I want to do my art. And this is my life, bro. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. As an individual. Are you on that level with it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what kind of drew me in the first place. I think like a lot of people who got introduced to hip hop like in the early days in the either late 70s or early 80s, you kind of do it because it's just, you don't even call it hip hop.
It's your life.
It's just your life. You just do it, and it's only later on when you start realizing, like, wait a minute, there's a movement behind it. It's a culture, right? There's different elements. Prior to that, you're just living it. And I think for me, when I first heard the Message, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Flash, right? That's the shit that made me think, like, wait a minute, this is, because I remember I was sitting in my grandmother's house, right? I was doing my homework, and it came on the radio. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, like, this shit is incredible, right? And I was a little too young to really grasp everything they were talking about.
Do that voice again.
What voice?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Kids, wait a minute.
It was incredible.
That's my Batman voice. But yeah,
that drew me in right there.
Tell us more.
It was incredible.
That's what I do with my students. I gather around the kids.
Yeah, I feel it. Like, yo, you got me.
Mr. E got a story to tell.
I buy into the education.
But yeah, so I heard the Message, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know what this is, but whatever this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That was my thinking when I heard the Message.
Really?
Yeah. I remember just clear as day, just like yesterday. Yeah, I remember where I was sitting, the time of day, right? Crazy. It was just that turning point in my life. Like, I will be doing this thing for the rest of my life.
See, to me, it was Planet Rock that that did it for me.
Okay.
Because I had my cousins live in Linwood, right? They had a little house party and shit in the back, and I was the youngin' out of the party. They was kind of like in high school and shit, and I was in middle school and junior high. Man, Planet Rock had just come out, man, and they played that motherfucker about 8 times in a row, bro. In a row. Again, like, run it again. And had that shit rocking so much. Party people, let's all get funky. You know what I mean? It was like, so I know that feeling you talk about, bro, because I felt it.
Yeah.
I think the first time I felt it, it was NWA Straight Outta Compton. Like, when that hit, it took what I envision rap to be, because like growing up in LA, we were only exposed really to East Coast hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like all the video channels, everything, MTV was all East Coast. Nigga went straight out of Compton first came out. It was the first time I could resonate with LA niggas could do this same kind of thing, and it's talking about shit that's like
that's our way.
That's our and like our experience. Because I've heard, like I'm not from New York, so I've heard everything New York and how it feel. And like you said, like it's like a time period in the education. Like this how it is.
Right.
This how the lady. This how our shorties is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is my old earth.
Yeah.
This was the first time I was able to really comprehend
my old
it.
earth.
Yeah, like shit. You got to study up on it. Like yo, earth is your mama. Like
Right.
your mama is the earth, nigga.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like nigga, like granny. Like
Hip hop. Hip hop, I didn't get into it that like right away. I didn't get into it like the part of hip hop that resonated most with me was the part you failed to mention, and that's the militancy. That's the part that's the part of hip hop culture that resonated.
That as well.
See, I was already in though.
See, I was
already in.
I wasn't into the music.
That was later though. That was
that's
later.
for you guys. I was born in '81, and so for me,
81. Oh, yeah.
when it comes to music, for me,
yeah.
you know, I'm
What
heavy
would
in
be
music.
the revolutionary hip hop in the 80s?
No, not just
It's
that.
Public Enemy.
But no,
It's
even that.
Biggie Down Productions.
I didn't like that when it came out.
Oh, what?
I got
I'm a
letter
musician.
from the government.
I like live music, so I didn't really fuck with hip hop like that because everything was pre-programmed. I more so liked the music that made the music. I like Parliament.
What's the militant shit you talking about?
Funkadelic. The militancy was when I got connected to hip hop in 1991 when Death Certificate came out. Ice Cube. When Ice Cube came out, Death Certificate, he was talking about. I grew up on Crenshaw and Rodeo. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the neighborhood he was talking about on that album. Everything that he was talking about, whether you're talking about the song Black Korea, whether you're talking, I remember going down to the store being disrespected.
Oh, so you're just saying that your album was Death Certificate?
That's what got me. That's the first album that got me into hip hop. Before that, hip hop was always around me. My uncle listened to it, my brother, my sister. But I listened to Earth, Wind & Fire.
The one shit that resonated that one time.
Yeah, that resonated. And even throughout the 90s, I didn't listen to that much hip hop.
But plus, you was 10 though too.
But I'm saying, even at 10, at 14, I taught myself how to play the drums. So I would listen to Ohio Players, Parliament Funkadelic when I was 14. I was listening to Charles Mingus. I was listening to Miles Davis. That's what I was in. I was in the bitches brew when I was 15. I wasn't into hip hop, but
he was into music.
But the militancy when I would come across a Nas, when I would come across an Ice Cube, when I would come across that, and then outside of that, Outkast is what got me into like so much non-militant hip hop. You know what I mean? But that wasn't like I said until like the later 90s. But hip hop is just one of them things where it is all encompassing. Whether you don't necessarily, I said all that to say that you don't necessarily have to be someone who's all the way 1,000% into the music to be in the hip hop culture.
That's right. The music is only one part of it.
Yeah, the music is a part of it. And the part of it for me was always the militancy, the stand against oppression, the stand against what the fuck y'all saying is wrong.
Well, that's the same thing I'm saying.
That's the part.
Exactly. That's the same thing I'm saying.
But when you think of the message, when you think of the lyrics, there's an element of that too. Right?
Element?
I say because there's different stories in the song.
Most of it is that.
Right.
But when I hear the message,
depending on how one looks at it. But that's what drew me into it, right? It was the fact that, damn, people
broken
can say
glass
this shit.
everywhere.
People can say this shit.
Just don't care.
That's
you know why that was dope to me? As a kid, my name was Melly Mel, so that was the first time it was Melly Mel. Yeah, that was.
That makes sense.
I aspired to be even an MC, even in those early days. Like I wanted to rap just because his name, and he spelled it with the I outside of the Y.
Oh, see, for me,
West Coast, it was Melly.
When I heard the message, I was too busy trying to get that drag on the hi-hat to hear anything that they were saying. This is a drummer. I'm listening to to get that drag and keep the time with my snare hand. I'm a musician, goddammit. So that's all I'm thinking about. I didn't hear a word them niggas was saying. Kept fucking up the tempo. That's the only thing I can think about.
This nigga's ignoring words now? Is that what we're doing?
I've never, even to this day, words. I can hear a song for 15 years and finally find out what it's talking about. I'm listening to the key changes, chord changes. I'm listening to all that. I'm listening to F7 minor, okay.
I feel you. All right, man. So, recently, so you had this article in LA Times recently.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, last week.
It was last week, right?
Okay.
And
dope.
It was dope. Definitely pushing like the right message and getting the message out there. So what you were saying though was very interesting, I thought. Mm-hmm. That basically, damn, I just lost my thought.
You gonna read it?
So the actually two articles.
You gonna bring us? You gonna bring us up to speed?
No. The new right. You did one first article, and then the second one was about people talking shit about the first one, right? Basically.
No. Well, not exactly. Maybe you read something else. Okay. Maybe I need to know what it is.
Okay.
So what paper you
tell
on?
us about? Yeah, man.
So
it
was
still on the Sentinel.
Save me
It was
here.
2 pieces. It was 2 pieces. One article was about how students at View Park are dealing with the aftermath of Nipsey's death, right? After a whole summer has.
That's what it was. Right.
And then the second piece was why that article was written in the first place, and that one revolves around me reaching out to the writer who had written the article last year, right after Nipsey was killed, and I reached out to this
checking
writer,
him,
and I kind of reached out to her, and I
checked her.
And this is all due respect. She came through, and
much love.
she so
much love to you. Much love to your bullshit.
Nothing but love, but the first piece that she wrote right after Nipsey was killed. She interviewed some students from Crenshaw and a couple of students from another elementary school. Mm-hmm. So when I read the piece, I liked it, but I thought to myself, like, what about View Park students? Like, we're literally across the street.
Right.
You can't exclude voices from students who are directly affected, again, just based on the proximity.
Directly.
So, right. So I had to reach out to the writer, and I told her, I said, hey, good article, but you left out a significant portion of the story.
You fell short.
Right.
In your research.
And you being the professional that you are, we know you want to get it right.
I think we have a caller, but why wouldn't you come to the source?
So that's why.
Of the feeling.
Right. So that's why the article was written.
Round zero.
All right, you guys, man, we got a special caller calling in right now, party people. We like to bring y'all the flavor, like to bring y'all that dope hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? We got DJ Rich Medina on the line. What's up, my brother?
What's good, everybody? How y'all feeling?
All good. Rich Medina in the building.
How you doing, dog?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Very good, man. I'm Mike Boogie right here. We got Dewan B. Yeah. We got Melrose Uncut. We got Sebastian on the line.
Peace.
Bastion.
Sorry, I was a little late, man. I was on colored people time. My bad.
Man, we live on that time, man.
And we die on it. And we die on it as well.
Yeah. Hey, look, so this is definitely an honor. I've been following you for a while as far as what you do with music and DJing. Even your imagery and everything, man. I've been following it for a minute, man. So I want to say salute to you. You're going to be out here on this Friday doing your thing with the Afrobeat. The Jumpin' Funk, right?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
I'll be at Spirit House Gallery on Saturday night. DJ Cecil will be rocking with me early. My partner Mark Hines will be there. Shout out to DJ Nina Soul.
Shout out.
And the Spirit House and Kerry College in Utah. It's going to be great, man.
That's going to be great, man. I want to be in the house, man. We got press passes left over, man. Can I? Hey, look, you know how it was in the old days. I'll just help you carry your records in, man. You know what I mean?
Let me get that speaker.
Yeah, we can do it just like that, player.
We can do it just like that, man. We can do it just like that. Look, I want to dig in a little bit. I checked out one of your videos that you did, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to just run it right quick for the people. You'll be able to hear it, and we're going to talk about it right quick. Let's run it, y'all.
Machines, then the skirt is already lifted up. That's going to go away. You know, what's real sticks, what's not doesn't. And I think that fact stands strong with regard to DJ culture and analog versus digital mindset and new school DJ versus old school DJs. Some of the old school DJs don't practice no more. That's why they get bypassed. Some of the new school DJs don't practice no more, but they got a look and they got a great online presence and a cluster of people around them that help them big up this brand, or, you know, you hear these young guys saying the movement, my movement. Everything's a movement now. I think that those dynamics all come into play as for what's going to make you stick or not as a working class jock. And everybody got a plan until they get hit.
Like, if you get a hit song, you think you're going to...
Yo.
No doubt.
Okay, you can hear that, right?
Yes, sir.
The thing I like about that, right, the most is that because what we're about up here, man, we're about like the real deal. We're about like authenticity. We're about like expression, creativity, and everything like that. And to me, at the end of the day, that always seeps through all the bullshit. And I felt like that's kind of what you were saying right there, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, your dedication to the game itself outweighs any competitive vocabulary or any of that, you know, and whatever your relationship with it is with that is going to place you somewhere in the marketplace, or not.
Or not, right?
Or not.
Or not.
That's the rub, you know. That's where it becomes just personal.
I think that I think the crazy part in New Age is it becomes New Age, and they have a different way of doing things and recognizing. Cool. Say that, King.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of times in what we do, the new niggas is gonna be the new niggas. Like, they on some new shit. How they buy records, how they fuck with a party. Like, everything is different now. It's not like how we used to engage in activities. Like, they on some new shit. You know what I mean?
Let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it a buck in the spirit of why you would even ask.
Yeah. Yep.
We was on some new shit too.
Yep.
Right.
And we gotta.
Duh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like, when I used to come in and my OGs be like, yo, your pants are way too big.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you are 32 in the waist.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you get a 38?
Yeah, why you getting 38?
Long. And you got to do all this shit to the bottom of the jeans.
Yeah.
And it's like it's two things hip hop got to remember. First of all, hip hop was one of the greatest shifts in music because it was the first form that didn't use live instrumentation, you know, off the bat. You know what I mean? It used samples. It was the first one to rely exclusively on samples on records. Yeah. And we got to know from a greater point of view, just societal point of view, culture shifts every 25 years. That's just a thing, you know, from all aspects of culture. And like as hip hop, we got to be the generation that's more forgiving and open to the young cats coming up and usher them and help them lift up where they at. Because we heard what the old people were saying when we came up. All that old this ain't gonna be around. This you heard the same shit with jazz when when John Coltrane came. Charlie Parker fans were saying, "Fuck that bebop." It's like it keeps happening. So we got to be the generation that breaks that.
No. I want to say this because and piggyback on what he was saying. We got to be the generation that allows us to usher them into this new shit. Because the things that they doing, we don't know how to, like, yo, you did that on. I remember when I wanted to record a song, this is what I had to do.
Yeah.
Based on, these niggas would go in the bathroom and not even have a mic and be like, nigga, you did that with a headphone?
This is the thing.
Yep.
This is the thing, fam. This is the thing. Whether a rookie with big height or a veteran with a lot of stuff, anybody in the gym is worthy of respect.
Facts. Hey, Rich, when did you? What year you start DJing? What was the year?
I was a child.
So is that?
But I'll touch on that, but I want to finish my point.
Oh, my bad.
My bad. But I really want to finish this point because as men in this conversation, any of us that have been athletes, there's been an older man or an older boy or a group of older boys or a group of older men that have walked us into our very death. Right?
Right.
So for us to abandon vocabulary simply because we can't understand the frequency that these cats get down on, and maybe we have this, purist perspective about it culturally because we were lucky enough to grow up in the golden era.
Mm-hmm.
We can't abandon ship on that opportunity for apprenticeship, and maybe we even have to accept the fact that them apprenticing us on how to actually change with the times and roll with the punches and get the most out of it that we can.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So then now it's healthy, right? Now it's an ecosystem. Now it's
right.
Now no deficit. Nobody's at a deficit.
And it's still each one teach one.
If I bark on you in practice, it's because you're not paying attention.
Right.
Because if you're not paying attention, we all got to run sprints.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So get together. Or go fuck yourself. Somebody else wants to play your position anyway.
Right.
Right? Like, we all know that math.
Yeah.
On some level, whatever discipline we've got into sports, academics, science, arts, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get to a level where it's varsity and it's JV.
Yeah, absolutely. It should start to separate itself.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with either. There's nothing wrong with being the flyest nigga on JV.
Right.
But once you step in the arena, nigga outweigh you by 10 pounds. That little finger roll that you used to get off, niggas
getting blocked.
Right.
Get that out the rim, nigga.
Yeah.
Right. Punching that shit up in the third row, your mom's catching it. Like, come on, right? So, this microwave, I think there's a little bit of a microwave thing with the new.
I feel that. You're not ready. You're not ready for the 300,000 though. with your little CDs and your little computer. You're not ready for the 300,000 though.
Right.
This is what we've been practicing for from day one.
You're not ready.
Yeah, I'm about to mix you niggas to death. Watch out. Somebody bring the crates.
Yeah, and that whole B-boy approach of I came to battle, B. I don't want no smoke, but I came to battle.
Right.
Facts.
What's popping? Who the nicest? I got next.
Right. Right.
That whole,
I'm finna hit y'all niggas with a needle and a record.
That whole disposition, there's a line between that and commercial music.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know the ledge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the ledge.
Right.
You gotta turn that on and off in a consistent way for yourself. Otherwise, you're just gonna be fucking frustrated all the time.
Right.
These little niggas ain't going nowhere.
No. They not, bro.
And we used to be them.
Right. And there's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
How about that?
Tuck your chin and let's get it popping.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me show you.
Have some fun and cross this generational shit. Have some brothers at least doing something positive.
Facts.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I was asking you about when you started for a specific reason. I wanted to get your touch on the whole transition from wax to Serato to to all the technology and everything like that. I'm sure you went through all the stages. Can you speak on it?
Yeah, man. I'm an analog dude, obviously, at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Started rocking as a young kid, 11. Like really actually playing records in front of people at that age. I was a late adapter to CDJs. I was a late adapter to Serato. But to the whole point we was making earlier, this came a point where I just really had to buckle down and get with the times and pay attention to the way that people are absorbing information now.
Right.
And I guess for me, I never didn't move away from my analog mind just because the technology came along.
Right.
I reluctantly accepted the technology and I absorbed it into the way I naturally approach packing records.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a school of people who were early adapters who not only were they early adapters, but they gave up their entire analog collection or gave up their relationship with their collection for the sake of the convenience of, you know, carrying a world of music in a backpack.
I like how you said that right there. Your relationship with your collection, man, because that's just a real relationship with your collection, bro.
Well,
how you move it around, where you keep the shit, who could see it, all kind of shit.
Man. You know, there's a certain way when you get ready to go to a party, and it's this kind of party or it's that kind of party, and you're going to play for X amount of time, and this is what you're getting paid, and blah, 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 blah. So you prepare.
It's a real DJ.
Yeah, you prepare.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing from a real DJ, and a lot of times you don't get to hear a real DJ prepare for a situation. It's just the nigga with the backpack.
Right.
Right.
Like, give me the playlist.
I think that we have to make room for him. I think that we have to begin to accept the fact that that guy exists and just spend more time in the gym. And
right.
God forbid.
That's the answer, man.
That's it.
That's the answer.
Keep working.
In all things, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the gym, beat him up.
Right. Like you said, you don't want no smoke, but look, man, hey, I'm here to serve you.
Yeah.
I example that as a barber by trade. Like, in today's society, every barber haircut on picture is dictated by sprays and dyes and Beijing and all this shit. I'm one of the niggas that I'm going to fade you out the fucking game, bro. Like, when you wash all that shit out,
yeah,
you got whatever this nigga was capable of doing to your haircut. Like, I'm going to fucking fade you like a 1920 barber with a strap and a ray. I'm going to razor your shit. I'm going to hit you with a fade that's going to last you 3 weeks, my nigga. All you need to do is line your shit up. It's going your bald fade is going to come to a shadow fade, and we hit the shit. There's going to be a taper. Once a month, nigga, is when you got to see.
Damn.
Like a real DJ. Like, nigga, you can come with your fucking disc in the backpack.
You don't have no relationship. I just like that line right there. He don't have no relationship.
I can come with niggas,
bro.
19 records that will fucking rock the party. I know 19 records. For this situation, 19 records, nigga, can carry me through.
Hey, Rich, so here's another question for you. I listened to one of your sets knowing you was going to call in your recent, I think one of your latest Boiler Room sets. And it's just so, like, your choices, man. I'm like, so impressed with, like, your choices and how you continue to surprise throughout your sets, man. Do you do it like impromptu, or do you kind of do your sets before you get this?
I mean,
All right.
It's about
Right.
You know, one of the flyest record stores in the world. So,
Right.
not about a dance, it's about a printing of like this is, man.
That shit is hot.
It is, and the fact that, you know, people are lost, and a lot of us allow ourselves to believe.
Right.
They're like, oh well, you know, when I DJ here, I gotta play this. So, you know, you gotta play this because this is what they want. Like, you know, I don't really subscribe to that vocabulary.
Right. I love it.
You got the mic. You know what I'm saying? You got the mic.
I think people loving good music, bro, is never gonna go out of style.
Hell nah.
Absolutely. Well, that's the reason we do the fucking job, right?
Right. Right.
That's the kick in the balls right there. That's you spot on, 100%.
Yep, that's what it's all about, right?
Or everything else is noodling. You know, everything else is dilly-dallying around. And, you know, the competition between the underground and commercial and the old and the new and the big guy and the small guy, you know, the internet got people wilding out. Niggas need to drill down on their craft.
Yes, got niggas coming out in preseason thinking it's Super Bowl.
Right, come on, man.
Man. Well, look, man, I really appreciate you calling in, my brother, man. I hope to meet you in person and everything one of these days, man. I wasn't even trying to, like, fake front or nothing, bro. Like, man, I love what you do, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So keep that shit cracking.
Artist.
We love artists on this show, for real, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
Shout out to the DJ.
You want to say anything where people could reach you? What you got coming up?
Yeah, man. Saturday night at the Spirit House Gallery in Oakland. We're doing a Jumpin' Funk there. And for those who don't know, Jumpin' Funk is America's original Fela Kuti tribute party. We started doing the party in 2001. And we've been rocking in the Bay Area for a few years now. Probably coming up on 10 years now almost. And yeah, man, looking forward to a dope night Saturday night.
Dope.
Solid.
All right, dog. Well, man, much love, homie. Thanks for calling in, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right. Holla back, man.
Peace. That's what's up, man.
All right, man. A night of hip hop, man. I love it, man.
Give us a couple trending topics, man. Like,
okay, trending topics. First one of those on my list, man. Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Tyler Perry officially opened his new studio with 12 sound stages. This, that, and the other, and the third. Official 100% black-owned movie studio right in Atlanta.
Fubu. He should have named this shit Fubu.
What? Films?
For Us, By Us.
For Us, By Us.
Let's stick to the...
And stick to what it really is.
Fubu.
Are you following that story, Dewan?
Which one?
Tyler Perry.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Perry. Yeah, that's cool. We got his... that's a big-ass studio, and it's on a former Confederate base, too.
That's right. Fort McPherson.
Yeah. So that's what's up,
Trying
man.
to make a little statement on Tyler.
And I like it because now he's in a position to rent his space out to other people who want to now use it. You know what I mean? So the space isn't just going to be for his cheesy ass movies. It's going to be for other stuff too.
No, exactly.
Because I've never been a huge fan of his movies per se.
Nah, me either.
But at the end of the day, everyone has their own lane.
That's right. He
and
got
his
a lane.
His lane it satisfies his customers. And I'm good with it because he don't do nothing to hurt nobody.
And most important, the customers. That this nigga built up some customers with the plays.
Right.
Like, oh my God. As a barber.
The whole game.
You could not operate a day in barbershop without one of Tyler plays playing on the shit.
Really?
Like you had, Mama go to jail. Mama got a funeral. Everything Big Mama did. Niggas wanted to see in the barbershop. So I salute how he did that and then took all of those actual plays and made them film. Like, oh,
man.
Double the trouble.
What about you, Sebastian? You following that?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's dope. Just got to see what how it's going to develop, you know.
Like right, what's to be done with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's really used in a way that can empower more than just Tyler Perry, then that's great. You know, just time will tell.
Right. Well, right out the gate, one of the sound stages is dedicated to Spike Lee.
Yeah, that's what's up.
As an extension of the olive branch, because they've been kind of having this little whatever. It ain't a beef.
Spike was hating on him.
Yeah, probably. And so he extended and said, "Look, this is your shit.
Right. Do your shit.
A sound stage.
That's power.
A sound stage.
That's power.
And
to be
I
able
like
to do
it
that.
because when I heard like Spike Lee, what he was saying, Spike Lee made some good points when he said the points as far as the type of movie. But Spike Lee didn't understand that. Look, that's what he do.
Yeah, it's a lane,
and your lane is different. Just appreciate, let him do what he do, and you keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And so for him, I think what that shows is a greater life lesson.
Right.
As you want to ascend in life, as you want to get better in life, as you want to grow in life, You gotta let go of shit. Period.
Yeah.
You gotta just
and be the bigger man.
Be the bigger person. Let it go.
Situation.
There's no ascending without letting go of weight.
Right.
You know that those work together.
Right. No way, bro.
So acknowledging like
so. You people out there is always talking about I got hated this, I got hated that. Forget them motherfuckers and move on, all right?
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Stop talking about these niggas.
Let's do something bigger with the love.
The thing about it is they're not thinking about you.
They're really not.
You're thinking about them. You're thinking about them thinking about you. They're not thinking about you, bro. You don't. Haters don't think about you, bro,
Mike,
at all, bro.
Mike, say it again.
They are not thinking about you.
Say it one more time.
You're in your house thinking about them thinking about you.
Say it again.
Not, man. They don't even know you're there, bro. They don't care.
Wisdom.
Last item for the day.
What is it?
We got to move through this quickly. This is one that we could talk about for quite a while, but I thought I'd talk about this. Trump recently said, and we don't talk about Trump very much on this show.
I was going to say, like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah. but we had to.
72.
Yeah, we had to do this because he said the other day that blacks are responsible for building America.
True.
And black people know that this is a true statement, but it's kind of becoming, I guess, this trending thing because he now said it. So then now people are asking the question,
where my money at?
Even asked the question, does this make you sway your thinking about voting for Trump as a black person? Melrose, give us your 20 seconds on it.
I don't think it makes me change my views on whether or not I can vote for Trump. I think the idea behind this whole statement was truth, but at the same time, it wasn't the kind of truth that you want to hear. I'm not giving you credit. I'm almost blaming you.
Okay.
That nigga, I don't even know what you said, man.
I don't want to say it after that.
What you got to say?
Fuck Trump. That's what I got to say.
Fuck Trump.
Dewan B.
Hell, at least to tell the truth, the Democrats are running around saying immigrants built America, and that's a fucking lie. They helped out. They added on some shit, and they give them credit where credit's due. But don't say they built this shit. They came to some shit that was already built and added to it. So at least he's telling the truth about that. Does it make me vote for him? Hell no.
Look,
now if he's gonna offer some tangibles, but if it's just a word, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's why I say fuck Trump. Like, nobody gives a fuck about what he has to say about it.
Yeah, and to me, somebody told him that, bro.
He didn't even know.
Yeah, and he said like,
he didn't know 5 minutes.
I can win if I say this. Yeah,
I like the blacks.
The way he said it, he said it like, you don't know this.
Yeah. You don't know what I know.
Right. It's like you just found out. Somebody just told you 5 minutes before you came out.
He's probably right because if you go back and listen to the audio of it, it was like the response from the people in there were like, okay. I don't think they knew.
He said it like 3 times too. I'm like, dude, come on, man. This is not changing anything here.
But it's good though.
This is what we have to respect in American politics at this point. It's no longer political. We're not dealing with political rights or wrongs. We're dealing with personalities. And once you accept a personality, once what I say makes it's like Eazy-E. Any publicity is good publicity for me. As long as you're saying Donald Trump, I'm a sure in for 2020. Nobody's saying anybody else.
Well,
I could just say something that's going to make you say Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
That's the point.
Well,
Trump.
Let's throw the little footnote in there that we barely say Donald Trump.
Not here, but the fact that we're people who don't even speak Donald Trump. We're now talking Donald Trump. This is his victory.
That's very strong words right there, Melrose. All right, y'all party people, man. We got to get out of here, man. We had our hour point. I want to say thanks, Sebastian, for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yep,
thank you.
Yep. And y'all peep out, what's happening in this Crenshaw-Slauson area. Most definitely.
Great things happening here, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
View
Beautiful
Park Charter
things.
School.
Great
Got some people really trying to make a difference.
That's right.
And we got to talk about some hip hop. We had DJ Rich Medina call in. That shit was super dope. And thanks to Sheena for hooking that up for us.
Hey.
Sheena.
And hey, man, we're going to keep it moving, y'all. Mike Robertson Boulevard. We out of here,
Take
y'all.
us out on the beat.
Take us out on a slow one, man.
Oh, take us out on the beat.
Slow beat.
Hey.
Boom, boom. Hey, hey, take us out on the slow beat at the night. And I'm going to grab the mic and do just what I like. I'm going to give you everything that you always wanted.
Yeah.
Stay blunted and never get hunted by the ones that come with the fake shit.
Yeah.
Break shit, make shit.
Yeah.
Flash on the scene.
All that rapping shit, yeah.
Don't move Afro Sheen, yo.
Black Hollywood and all that. Holla, we out of here. 5,000 G.
Out. Hey, man, I love that loveliness right there. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. You a thunderstorm and I'm Katrina. I'm a big giant and you Thumbelina. I saw my first reggae show with Tipatinas with Pato Bantan smoking his Sensamina. You dress like a ballerina. I'm a Leo, the real king, like Regina. I prefer the shotgun over the Nina and the Rego over the Six Fina. I put my saw on your neck like talking Tina. I be jogging this shit, so I'm walking leaner. My mom's just died, so I'm talking meaner. I'm looking for Inglewood, has anybody seen her? I heard she fucked with Hawthorne on the side and smoke and drink with Gardena. I'm the middle line between good and bad, like the Los Angeles sports arena. You got roses in your bowl like Pasadena. I be with a gang of niggas like Altadena. They call us niggas and Mexicans wetbacks. It's how they keep that wedge between us. Can't fuck with me. From sea to sea, hey, from sea to shining sea, I'm the only MC to see. From sea to shining sea.